You know that kid in every hallway who just radiates don't test him, don't push him, don't even try. He's not the biggest guy in the room. He's not throwing threats around. He's just standing there and somehow that's enough. Today I'm going to show you exactly how he does it. Because it's not luck. It's not genetics. It's a skill. And you can build it starting right now. Let's be real for a second. Most of us have been there, walking through a crowded room feeling like every eye is a spotlight. Getting talked over in class, getting picked last, picked on, picked apart, and the advice we get is garbage. Just be confident. Cool, thanks. Super helpful. That's like telling someone just be rich and walking away. Confidence isn't a personality trait you're born with. It's not a switch. It's built the same way you build a bigger bench press or a faster mile. So today we're breaking down the real, physical, mental blueprint for becoming the person nobody wants to mess with, without throwing a single punch. Let's fix that. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Bullies, trolls, jerks, they're not sizing you up physically. They're sizing up your reaction. Ever notice how the loudest guy at the gym usually isn't the strongest one? He's compensating. And the quiet guy in the corner doing controlled, heavy reps, nobody bothers him. Nobody even thinks to. That's because confrontation seekers are running a cost-benefit calculation in their head, whether they realize it or not. They're asking, is this going to be easy? Slouched shoulders, avoiding eye contact, nervous laughter, apologizing for existing. That's a green light. Standing tall, steady eyes, calm voice. That's a red light. You're not changing who you are. You're changing the signal you're sending out. And signals can be trained. Let's start with the stuff you can change today, in the mirror right now. Posture, chin level, not up, not down. Shoulders back and down, not scrunched up by your ears like you're bracing for a slap. Chest open. This isn't about puffing up like a peacock. It's about occupying your own space like you belong in it. Eye contact. You don't need a staring contest. You need steady, relaxed eye contact when someone talks to you, and the discipline to hold it a beat longer than feels comfortable. That extra beat? That's where confidence lives. Your walk. Slow down. I'm serious. Nervous people rush. Quick, small steps, eyes down, trying to disappear. Grounded people walk like they've got somewhere to be, but zero reason to hurry. Try it this week. Cut your walking speed by 20%. Watch how different you feel by Friday. Your voice. Drop the upward inflection at the end of your sentences. You know, when everything sounds like a question, even statements like this. Cut that out. Say what you mean. Period, not question mark. None of this is fake. This is you, minus the flinch. Now here's where it gets good. Because this is a fitness channel, and I'm not going to pretend the gym doesn't matter here. It matters a lot. Just not for the reason you think. It's not about getting jacked so you look scary. It's about what training does to your nervous system. Every time you grind through a heavy set you didn't think you'd finish, every time you push through a hard mile, a brutal finisher, a PR attempt that terrifies you a little, you're proving something to your own brain. You're building evidence. And confidence, at its core, is just a track record you trust. You can't talk yourself into believing you're capable. You have to show yourself over and over in the gym, on the mat, on the track, until your brain runs out of arguments. That's why the guy who trains consistently carries himself different. It's not the muscle, it's the receipts. Quick myth check. Because this trips people up constantly. Loud isn't confident. Aggressive isn't confident. The guy flexing in the mirror, talking trash, starting problems, that's not confidence. 9 times out of 10, that's insecurity wearing a confidence costume. Real confidence is quiet. It doesn't need an audience. It doesn't need to win every argument or prove every point. It doesn't escalate because it doesn't need to. The strongest guy in the room is usually the one who doesn't need you to know he's the strongest guy in the room. So if your plan for no one messes with me involves getting louder, meaner, or more aggressive, that's not the move. That's a mask, and masks slip. Real presence doesn't. All right, here's your action plan. Confidence has reps just like squats do. Here's your program. Rep 1. Hold eye contact. 1 beat longer in every conversation today. Rep 2. Walk slower. Own the ground under your feet. Rep 3. Say one thing you actually think out loud, even if your voice shakes a little, especially if it shakes a little. Rep 4. Train. Consistently. Not to look a certain way, to prove something to yourself, one hard set at a time. Rep 5. Stop apologizing for taking up space. You're allowed to be here. Do these daily, and in a month, you won't recognize the person walking through the hallway, that office, that gym. And neither will anyone else. Bottom line. Nobody messes with the person who isn't afraid of themselves anymore. This isn't about becoming someone new. It's about stripping away the flinch, the shrink, the apology, and letting the version of you that's actually capable finally stand up straight. You don't need to win a fight. You need to never look like one worth starting. Train hard, stand tall, and I'll see you in the next one.